Hi guys!
Hey! Morning everyone!
Oi, oi.
Morning! We thought we'd come on this morning and introduce a good friend of ours, Kerry from Cambridgeshire Makeup Artist.
Hi everyone!
And bring her into the studio. This is the first time she's been here. She's been helping us with all our website and content and giving us some good business advice, and we've all become great friends. And we wanted today to talk about how a photographer works with a makeup artist. So Kerry always starts the day off, and it's what Kerry and other makeup artists, hair artists do that really sets the day for us and a bride and groom. So we're going to let Kerry talk through how she plans the day to help photographers out, and then we'll butt in as we always do.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
So it's really important that when you're looking at the entire day that you factor in what parts of photography you want to have, and one of the loveliest parts really is the morning. It's such a lovely part of your portfolio, is to showcase having your lipstick shots or having you put into your dress neatly, and the most important factor in that is time. So we want all of those lovely things added in, but we have to allow the time for it. So what I do is I provide a plan of action, if you like, in the form of what Andy has in front of him. And it's just so that in advance every bride or bridal party knows what time everyone's in service, and we're then factoring in all those little things that they don't realise comes up on the day.
Yeah.
So like, what sort of things?
Well, we always find that when we arrive, if we've got a good hair and makeup artist, everything will be running smoothly. And if we've asked or advised the bride to get in the dress at a certain time, that's what happens, which gives us plenty of time for photography before they have to leave for the church or see the registrar. But if things aren't running to plan, even though we do email timings to the hair and makeup artists, and not many do what Kerry do and do this a year in advance, factor us into it. If it doesn't go to plan, then we are left with no time whatsoever to get all the memories.
And it's
of the
really
day.
rushed and uncomfortable, isn't it, Lou?
Stress.
Trying to get everybody, that kind of
It can
final
be.
hour we call like the buffer power hour, where everybody needs the toilet, everybody's trying to get in dresses, everybody's trying to dry a bouquet of flowers, and it's not conducive to you feeling your best when you walk down the aisle. So I give all my photographers on the plan their time where they can have the bride. So
Helps out.
Helps out perfectly, this does.
So this is actually our bride that we are having with together. That sounds really weird, but
Alison.
So this is Alison. She's getting married at Bassmead next year in the summer. So we've put this together now because I need to factor in extra
My
staff. Oh, your mum's coming. That's really sweet.
Lewis's mum.
Right, Mum.
But yeah, so because we know that the certain time that we can get into Bassmeads is 10 AM, I plan it so I've got my staff, and also when Andy and Lewis can have the bride for their shots. So in this incident, on this plan, Alison will be done sooner than one of her other bridesmaids, so that then they've got a whole hour of preparations and the dress doing up with the mum, and she can have a sip of, something nice, and it's so chilled.
Yeah.
And then how much
That's
easier
how-
does it flow?
Oh, it makes it so much easier.
Getting the bride done
So
first.
much
If we always ask for an hour with the bridal party, so that's from getting into the dress, getting the bride shots, portraits with all the bridesmaids, group shots with the bridesmaids, pictures with mum. Then we bring dad into the room for the grand unveil, some pictures with
There's a
dad,
lot to
pictures
do,
with
yeah.
the bride and dad. Then shots of the bride on her own with the bouquet. So we asked for an hour.
We'll never get an hour.
Well, we
mate.
never get an hour. We
Never.
expect 30
No.
minutes. And Kerry may give us, probably, looking at this, 45 minutes, which is ideal. But a lot of hair and makeup artists, 10, 15 minutes we'll get, and it's just not enough.
And don't be discouraged if you look at the plan and you feel like you're having your hair and makeup done before someone else and they won't last, because the whole point of a professional coming in is that you'll have that allocated time for a really professional service, and everything is set to last. So it doesn't matter if you're having your makeup done half an hour before someone else, it will always last the whole day, and you can check my reviews for that. So it's more about safeguarding your overall look and having some beautiful photos at the end that these guys can do for you, and just having a plan. Like, if you don't have a plan, then everything on a wedding morning can get very hectic, and then what happens is they get very anxious, and then that's also not good for not only walking down the aisle but having photos taken.
Oh my
What
God,
happens
it's so
when the
stressing.
bride and the groom are really anxious, or the bridesmaids?
Yeah, it gets so stressy. That time when we like to give a bride sort of 10 minutes to relax before the ceremony or before she has to leave. But if you're trying to do the photography so quick that she's going, right, move it, let's do this, let's do that, she's getting stressed, and she needs to be relaxed. And the hair and makeup artists have left, so they don't see the stress we're under.
It sets the tone the whole day, I find, the hair and makeup alone.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you?
yeah, I feel like if that, because it keeps the bride nice and chilled, you have more time to got everything you want. And
We had a wedding last Friday at the Old Hall Ely, and we said to the bride that we had such little time. There was some issues with flowers and things. Had such little time that we're going to have to bring the bridal party back into the bridal suite after the ceremony to create the shots.
which
We
is
didn't
not
want to put the
ideal.
pressure on it, but she said, "I don't really want to do it. I want to do them now." So
So we knew we had to get it
you know,
done.
you're under such pressure now. That hair and makeup artist had finished bang on time.
Yeah.
They were absolutely amazing. But we were waiting for other suppliers.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning that there's so much more that happens. So on your morning, which I factor into my time, and I say this to all of my brides, is that you'll want that time out of your hair and makeup chair to go and visit the person that's just done your flowers and bringing them in, because they will want to show you their beautiful work that they've just done and how to work with it. And then you may well have a wedding coordinator that's coming up and asking you lots of questions, which is absolutely fine, and that's what you want, isn't it? You want them to ask you the questions and find out what's happening, but all of those little things take off and shave off 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there.
Yeah.
So when I plan in that time and give you that extra bit of time, just so that you're not compromising your hair and makeup or your photography. So where possible, we put in a really seamless plan so that everything means that you run way better than if it's just someone saying next, the worst thing.
I'm just looking at this. With you doing hair and makeup, can you do anything with Lewis's eyebrows?
Don't bring these into it now.
They look really
Don't pick on his
I like my
toes.
eyebrows. What's wrong with them?
We love his eyebrows.
The
And I love
caterpillars.
his hair, actually.
This is where his mum tells me off. Leave him alone!
Wouldn't
Leave him
wouldn't be
alone!
the same without them, I don't
He's
think.
super cute. Do you know what? That's what makes you you, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I've just seen Ali's online as well. She's just
Hi,
giving us a
Ali.
little wave.
Hello.
Yeah.
What does his mum think to his new blonde bombshell hairstyle though?
Nah.
The
It's
roots
gotta
are
go
coming
back.
through already,
Yeah.
though, aren't they? That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's an upkeep thing.
I
See,
think
I liked
let
it when
go
it was
back.
silver, but it only lasted like 4 days.
I
That
think
time,
a couple of days it was silver. I would personally let it grow.
You need a silver hair shampoo. That's what I do with
I
mine.
do, I have that as well.
Yeah,
that's
not
not
working.
Didn't, no. I
That was 100 quid down on it in 4 days.
Oh.
It's alright, I enjoyed it, it's nice. I've got some good compliments from it.
Oh.
So check out Kerry's website.
Oh,
We've got it up there,
popped it behind,
CambridgeMakeupArtist.com.
Cambridge Makeup
Cambridge
Artist.
Makeup Artist. I always say Cambridge, I'm so sorry. CambridgeMakeupArtist.com. Check that out and you'll see the fantastic work that Kerry does.
Thank you, Andy.
There are some great hair and makeup artists up there, and Kerry's at the top with them all, so
Oh,
she's
yeah.
one of our favourites to be working with.
Ditto, guys. Thank you.
And check out our new website, fountainphotography.co.uk. That's getting loads of new work put on it. I must say a lot of this is down to Kerry and the way she's changed us around, and Lewis really picking up.
Oh yeah, Lewis,
This guy
you're.
is just,
Yeah, literally, like everything is going.
We've
really
had a
well.
lot of the venues say to us, "Oh wow, what a role reversal this year." Andy has taken a step back, and Lewis has stepped up to the plate. So I class him as he's the artistic.
Creative
Creative director of
Creative
photography. So I run the day and he takes over when it's bride and groom and bride shots.
And it's nice to see actually because sometimes it's good to just give the baton to someone else and say actually you try a little bit.
It works really well at the moment, doesn't it?
It just took a while for me to get the feel of
to let
relinquishing
go.
the reins and
Thank you for
letting
help,
Lewis.
Kerry.
But it looks amazing. Your work is incredible,
Yeah,
guys,
thank
and that's
you.
why you're getting so
Thank
many
you.
books. That's one thing I would like to say is actually spending time with these guys this morning. It's really made my eyes open just how well they're doing, and they are getting so booked up. So if anyone wants to book in for, I would say more 2020 now. Their 2019 dates are literally hardly anything left. So if you want to book them, I would book them as soon as possible, because they will literally sell out really quickly.
Book us, guys, if you want to.
And I don't, you know, it's incredible just looking in here and looking at all the albums and all the beautiful things on their wall, and they really do make it special. They've even done a little love heart for me in here today.
Queensberry albums, guys, stunning Queensberry albums. Show them the love hearts, Leah. She didn't notice when she came in.
And they do this for all of their couples. It's so sweet, and you know, there's even all the chocolates going on here. They've got it all going on. If I was getting married again, then certainly this would be amazing for me to see. So yeah, if you're interested in booking them, then book them straight away to avoid disappointment, really, because dates go quick, don't they? Dates go very, very quick. Yeah. But we are so happy that you've all joined us, and if you haven't, then you can literally play back later and see us, because we are aware that people are at work, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they can play back later, and yeah, that's
cool.
That's it.
Right, that's it.
Anything
we will see you all again soon, hopefully, guys.
Yeah.
You never know what we spring on you. Check out the last one we did when we drove to the last wedding. It's a bit of an M&M moment, driving to the wedding. We got quite a lot
Getting in the zone.
Getting in the zone. Check out our last Facebook Live. So,
cool.
Cheers, guys. See you all again soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.